That should have been quite a significant upgrade to our copper smelting. I'll leave it at that for now. Yeah, surfaces, planets plus platforms. Okay. Alright then. We are not getting nearly enough green science down here. And it looks like I just need to expand this out. So let's go ahead and do that. Start with this. Yeah, that won't really change anything, so may as well continue using these ones up until I can't anymore. Alright. There we are. And yellow inserters coming down, since they're really not producing nearly fast enough to justify a blue inserter. But inputting the materials definitely is worth it. There we go. Should help out a bit. Okay. I'm going to head to bed now. Thanks for the stream, Aavak, and good night, everyone. Take care, P.A. Nika. So once you have one radar, every object on the map is connected to the same network. I guess? Radars only transmit what they receive from red-green wires, and other radars output that stuff on red or green, respectively. So I guess the red, there's two global networks, red and green, as long as you've hooked them up to a radar. But if you don't hook them up, then it's not universal. I'm assuming that what they receive on a red wire, they output on a red wire. That might be a bit of a bold assumption, though. Right, solar panels are actually super cheap. Okay, so we wanted to actually to set that up, I'm going to need to bring in stone. Is there any reason for me to bring anything other than stone brick, though? There probably is at some point, but right now we're just going to assume there's not. For convenience, I need to sort out my iron a little bit more. And instead hook up stone down here, which means I also want these to be moved forward. Let's pop these. Oh, actually, is there any reason to? Presently, not really. So I'm going to keep these on me for now. There's a tiny stone deposit, but hopefully it'll be enough. Actually, I need to check how far this can reach. Quite decently, actually. Still needs to be in clusters of 4, but should be okay. Now, where am I going to have the smelter stack? I could have the smelter stack down here, I guess, but I still need to gain access to the coal, so I think I'll run the stone up here, have the coal split off somewhere around here, and have a separate coal stack around there. I almost certainly don't need this much stone, like even remotely. It is excessively surplus to demand. So I'm going to keep the rest of those blocks for now. The miners, rather. Lucky. Alright, we're going to want to bring coal out here. Split it off about there. Stone can split off too. I'm gonna need okay, well, I'll have to make a couple more of these because the means of getting them is a little less easy than I would like. 6 should be enough. Yeah, the copper line is now full, which is great. Actually, I should make them in groups of 8 instead. As it happens, I'm not going to need that at that point. I can just have these 2 lines merge at this point. I'm almost certainly going to need some stone though, so I will add in a little something to gather stone into that chest. So I'm fairly certain I am going to need it for a couple of things at some point. Oh, really? Damn it. One too far away. Too close, rather. Yeah. Now, this point I can take stone over there. Shouldn't be difficult. I want to run it down along here, I think. Have I hooked that up correctly? I have not hooked it up correctly. Oh. Not bad. There you go. Now it's working. I believe medium poles can reach across a pair of miners and belts. Sure. Thank you for the information, I guess. I think... yeah, no, I don't think I can bring that any further over. And tonk. There we go. Alright, that will eventually bring all of this up here. So, it is now time for us to produce the steel furnaces. It's going to be a fairly simple one, this. I really don't foresee us needing much. In fact, I could just pull it off from here. It would limit my expansion southwards with research, but I think it's okay in this instance. Pop this about there. And yeah, I don't see a reason not to. In fact, I'm only going to need one of these. That right there. So, tunk tunk. And the same on this side. Actually, I could have moved that one up a little bit, but it's fine. Do I even need two of these to producing? I've set it up for it, but actually, in retrospect, not even remotely necessary. Again, we're not going to need that much of this. I'm out of iron chests. Thank goodness I come prepared. Yep. Potentially we might actually want a lot of these in one go, but I'm gonna say maybe not that. No, you know what? Sure, we can do that. I'm not sure how much they stack to, but okay, so Bufflefish is having kittens apparently because I only have one iron pole producer. Let me go and see. Huh. Huh. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yep. I think we're safe. Don't worry. Don't worry, Bufflefish. Again, this is like bootstrap base. It exists only to get me to a point where I can start really producing stuff elsewhere. But once I have a bit more of an idea of what we're working towards and where I want to set it up, then we can start really producing a lot of things along those lines. I guess, you know what, sure. Research and research, there we are. After that, I want these two researched. Ooh. Ah, oil processing. Oh, is that? I need to have gotten crude oil. Okay, I'm really liking this. I'm not going to lie. I'm really liking it, actually. What is involved in this? Oh, just grenades, walls, and piercing rounds. Fair enough. Not a difficult one. Not a difficult one at all. On that note, I think getting wall production over here would not be a bad call. Got more train stuff. Landfill recipe. That actually... oh, does landfill only... Wait. That requires stone. That requires iron. Ah, right. Yeah, okay. So they do. Yeah. So I need stone bricks and iron ore. That's what I was remembering. I was like, don't I need like just regular stone for something? Oh, maybe it was landfill I was thinking about. I'm not sure entirely, but find concrete. So I need water for that. Okay. Makes sense, of course. Hazard concrete is just refined concrete, and then regular concrete, and then refined concrete is that plus iron. Gives a big boost to walking speed. Okay. I don't think we're going to worry too much about getting that up and running just yet, though. My inventory is a mess. In the meanwhile, I'm just going to load up my turret areas with more yellow ammo. In 2.0, I believe you can pick up landfill. Really? Oh, that's actually really good. If only for the fact that occasionally I would put landfill somewhere I didn't mean to, and then it was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to redesign my plan now to make it look intentional, which was a real pain in the ass, if I'm being honest with you. The Crete says, with the new Factoriopedia built in, you can just look up what you need stone for. It includes recipes that aren't unlocked. Oh, of course. Yeah. That is very, very true. That is very true. Okay, so burner mining drill, electric mining drill, and big mining drills. Okay. Oh, sorry, mined by. My bad. Used in, rail recipes. There we go. Foundation. What the heck is foundation? Okay, noted. Okay. Very well. That is super useful. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yeah, I may actually need to deliver some just straight up stone then. Noted. However, this is nowhere near enough. I suddenly am given reason to observe. There we go. How's our energy right now? I'm not liking how close it is, actually. I think I would prefer to have significant more headroom. So 2 more boilers and 4 more steam engines should be good. Crazy Pyro says, I wish we could hide undiscovered. Is that coming from a position of you didn't want spoilers, or just to keep the clutter down? Yep. I'd say both, honestly. Oh, apparently there's already a mod for it. That's actually really cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with these. I may as well just place that there. Okay. Need to get better at using the hotkeys. I'll consider it like I did with stationeers. Basically need to train myself to use the hotkeys properly. Did I mark that off properly? Yes, I did. Good. Alright. There we go. So at this point, since I'm going to be wanting to use these, I may as well build her in this direction. I likely should set up grenade production though. We'll see. However, my concern is that I've really not left enough room. If I want to bring through stone, just raw stone as well, that's going to be a problem for me. I guess I could run it along there. It would be tight, but... And this is one of the reasons why, generally speaking, I'm not a fan of running things on both sides of the bus. I like expanding in one direction only, because that allows the bus to continue expanding in the other. But we're here now, so... Now, oh, right, all of the fill recipes. Let me get those unmarked. Thank you. To make a gate, I'd need walls and electronic parts and steel. I can absolutely take care of that, yeah. We may as well. First, walls and I guess I'll do something like that. Once again, need to remind myself to use this properly. Walls are something I'm going to need in large amounts of. So I'll set that up, but I'm not going to need gates in anything near that quantity. So, down on the bottom. Yeah, I'm just going to need stone bricks here, but then I want steel and electronic parts on that side. So I'm thinking taking that along the top. Also, I'm loving the ambient sounds. I can't see the critters, but I can hear the critters. And that's enough. It's honestly enough. Yeah, we'll do that a little bit further up. Wish I'd planned that out a little bit better, but oh well. Oh wow. Go top up. I did not mean to take all of those. Yep. Now we want electronic parts and steel at the top. Do you enjoy the sounds of critters of whom you are taking their homes away? No. They were prisoners of this forest. I am freeing them. I am a savior. Let's go through here. No, actually, I don't want to break that off just yet. How do I want to merge these? Ultimately, I want the line coming out in that direction. So I guess I would want this here. Yep. And I would want this to branch over around this side. So something like this. Sag. However that works. There we go. Done. So we've got wall production and we will have gate production as well. The dragon has returned to the factory. The Omnisire is pleased. Hey, Wisham Gamer. How you doing, mate? Okay, oh, they are starting to look very not okay. In fact, they're gone. Oh, no. Spoilage. Burnable fuel. Huh. Okay, so I put that... I'm going to need to put that into the, the vehicle then. Fair enough. Alright. What do I want to do over here? I'm thinking grenades, but I'd need to bring coal up here. Gosh, darn it. But then coal is going to be used for a number of other things at some point. Maybe since I've got coal being brought up along this route, I could branch off the iron production here, merge it with some coal. Sure. Again, this is more of a mall than it is anything else, so it's not as bad of an issue. Right, I will place this here. I'm not going to need much in the way of grenades, I hope. I mean, I'm actually going to have to make them for the science, yes. That's going to be a different problem, though. For now, I just want grenades for me. There we go. No, out of curiosity, what would I be looking for with military science? Flame. Oh yeah, flamethrower. That makes sense. Actually, not mines, I guess. Flammels, rocketry, energy shield equipment. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that definitely is something I'm going to want to get into then. Laser turrets, naturally. Okay. So we are most assuredly going to need to set that up at some stage. To the point that I might even want to move down my ammo production down here to make better use of all of that. Since I could just hook into the coal all the way down here. It isn't the worst idea. Moving ammo production to this area, because then I could also feed in the... Oh yeah, actually. Alright, so I'm thinking if I were to do this... In fact, if I were to do this would be even better. Let's see. Can I make it all the way down there? Yes, I can. They don't quite get the power they need there though, which is rather a problem. Still, so what I'm thinking is I'd be able to, as long as I just keep it with this many science labs and I simply expand it out to the right, then this, I could have military science merging and being a line on this side, and then being fed into the labs from this direction. And each of these instead, oops, my bad again, would have one feeding up, one feeding down. Oh no, that then actually I could filter them. So this would have to be use filters, and filter would have to be to military science. This one use filters, and it would have to be these two. Yeah, that works. God damn it. Alright, so again. Yep. And then these ones. There you go. Yeah, that works perfectly. I could put a second belt up top and use that long-handed inserters, yeah. Well, it's absolutely viable, but since I'm going to be producing the stuff down here, I think this is a good enough idea. I don't think it needs to be more complicated than this. Okay. Also, yeah, we're gonna change some of these things around a little bit. Because if I'm gonna move this stuff down, I'm going to need to do that now. So let me just grab all of this. I think I'll have the production there of my smelters. Honestly, the smelters could go down here and hook up into this one. That would not be an issue for me. Something like that. So, hooking that up again. I'll go with one faster inserter there. Let's drop those off. Where are they? There we are. So, want... Oh, I need to go and pick up more items. But yeah, if we move all of the production of combat stuff and military science down there, I think that's going to be ideal. Hey, Belial. Been a tea brink since my last visit? Yes. So we are about half an hour, 40-ish minutes away from another one. God, time is flying. Wild. There we go. That is much tidier. There you go. Perfect. Done. Right. So, if we want to have military science is going to require piercing rounds, grenades, and wall sections. Now, walls are not difficult for us to make. We can just use plain old stone bricks. Got those in abundance. It's the coal that's the issue, and that's for grenades. Now, I just need one piercing round, one grenade, 2 walls. A grenade, and how fast can I produce those? 10-second crafting time. 8-second crafting time will make 1 grenade. Okay, that's a bit rough. So I'm going to need 2 things for making grenades. Oh, well, they're technically not, but we're kind of going to need a lot of them. Unless these make a couple, but I don't think they do. No, they really don't. That's rough. One piercing round. The piercing round is going to be easy. It's just copper, iron, and regular firearms. There's only 3-second crafting time for that. We lost 10 fish, Blal. I'm devastated. I'm sorry, Duffelfish. Your kin were just not tasty enough. How does it feel to be back into Factorio? Really good, actually. Super good. All right, wait. I either have to accept that I'm just not going to produce much of these, which I don't like the sound of, if I'm honest, or I need a lot of production. The piercing rounds, not an issue. I could sustain 3 factories making these off a single factory making the piercing rounds. The grenades are the issue though, because that's more or less a 1-to-1. That's a rough one. Walls, I produce huge amounts of. That won't be a problem at all. Well, gonna have to start working on it. So I'm thinking grenades are gonna obviously be belted. Well, actually all of it's gonna be belted, but I'm gonna say 2 factories producing piercing ammo will be enough. And then probably more like 5, maybe even 6 factories producing grenades. So definitely not ideal. Let's start with the piercing ammo though first. So for that, I need steel and copper and iron for the regular ammo. That shouldn't be a problem for me. What I could do... No, because then the ammo's kind of wasted. Ooh. Okay, so the grenades require iron plate, so that's fine. So I'm going to be bringing iron plate in anyway. I'll also need coal. So that's 2 belts for just the grenades. And then the piercing rounds on top. Maybe I should do the grenades first, actually. I'm sort of feeling, yeah. Because then I can bring the copper plate and the steel on a separate belt and just have it shunt down. Yeah, okay. I think I like this idea. So start around here. I'll line it up. Right, so 2 of these. Well, actually, no, I think we're going to go with 5 belts of grenades. Sorry, 5 factories of grenades. One of them will simply be outputting into a chest for me. My personal grenade stash. There we are. The rest of these will need to be separated a little bit. That's fine. See how this goes. There we go. So I need to bring in coal and iron plate, but only the iron plate needs to go any further than this. So, with that in mind, iron plate can be above. Actually, no. No, iron plate can go on the bottom row. I can bring that over like so. I can have the coal come up like this and tuck in. Takes care of that. Now, how often will these produce? I really like the being able to hover over that. They require 1 full coal and half an iron per second. Oh, yeah. Now this one I want to restrict to just 2 stacks. That should be fine. And then these output onto this belt. Then we are going to want somewhere around here. I'm going to say 2. Actually, let me just double check. That it requires 1 for 1. And I think that requires 1 second. And how many of these did I want to do? Was it 2 of these? I think it was just 2. So 1... Only 1 firearm magazine... sorry, a regular one would be needed. Yeah. Belial is off for Jambalaya? I have no idea what that is. No idea what that is. Okay. these two come together in the middle then on a single line, which can be used for making these. I'll make the walls on the same line and then deliver them. So this is probably going to want to cross that line. Now that one still needs the iron. But iron's only going to need to go that far. This one will go a little bit further. Though at this point can duck down. Though honestly, for symmetry's sake, I may as well keep it like that. There we go. Looking good so far, in my humble opinion. Now I just need the coal to come up here. We'll need to bring from all the way down here. Now let's pull this back. Damn it. Yeah, I'll make it a little bit easier. Ooh. Wait, no, that's the wrong thing. That only needs to go that far. This needs the separate belt of iron and copper. There we are. Almost made a fairly big mistake there. There we go. Right, grenades will be manufactured and produced. Sorry, manufactured and produced. Will be produced. I can drop off some grenades over here, I guess. But do I want to? Not necessarily. Keep the grenades there. It's tradition. There we are. Now over here I want copper and steel. It's going to look but ugly, but it will work. And that is the important part. There we go. And dunk. Damn it. Let's use a bridge there, just that I'm not taking up too much room in this area unnecessarily. No, I may as well, since I'm going to use a bridge there anyway, may as well just hop that one. Sorry, a tunnel, not a bridge. There we go. Right. That will feed along. These will be produced on both sides. Alright. Getting somewhere. I desperately need more iron, though. Sorry, steel. That will eventually be backed up, but clearly we could do with more. Do I have... I could upgrade these smelters, actually. Though then I'm going to need to make even more. Oh, god damn it. It's a vicious cycle. Where are you? Actually, why am I doing this? Wait. Wait. Can be improved. It must be improved. Ah! I'm also out of those. My lord. If it's stupid and it works, it's still stupid and it works, says Doublefish. I mean... What's wrong, Dufflefish? Why are you so grumpy? May as well do these researches while I can. Why improve when you can expand? The factory must grow. The resources are infinite. Right. Let's get these down then. So we want gas one here, one here. I may as well have them in the middle. But we should be able to have 4 of them going down here. Oh no. No, because these ones need to be in the center point as well. Ah, damn, that's a bit of a shame. I could do 3 though. But it's not going to look as good. Because the symmetry is kind of built for 2. Whop, whop. Oh well. Steel is going to have to be a special case then. I'm going to need to go and get more inserters. My lord. I'm running out of supplies. My inventory is also running out of room. There we go. Let's do this side. That looks a bit better. Right, almost done now. That should dramatically improve our production of steel, though my coal production is garbage all of a sudden. I say all of a sudden, but it's not really that sudden, is it? I need to drop off a load of gubbins. Let's get these full. Why aren't you getting anything? What's the matter with this? Oh, I think I see what the problem was. There we are. That should fix it. Right. Let's get these down. I'm going to need more of them too. Are the resources infinite? Yes, but individual patches may run out if he set it to do so. The map is infinite though, so he can always get more patches. Yeah, it's not really infinite. It's functionally infinite. For all practical purposes, it's infinite. But a computing system you can't represent infinity. Not really. Like you can't. Eventually, you run out of storage. You run out of the largest possible number that you can use as the coordinate. The system is coded in a finite way, but for all practical intents and purposes, you've got infinite resources. Yeah, like in Minecraft. Yeah, exactly like in Minecraft. Because you can't have a system which uses an infinite coordinates. You have the system itself can't possibly be infinite. Isn't Minecraft actually infinite? Okay, well, I'm gonna say no. Again, I'm gonna say for all practical intents and purposes it is, but again, there is no way of them representing an infinite number for the coordinate system. So there has to be an end eventually, just because the largest possible storage for a number that is used in the coordinate system that everything else is based upon exists. There is no such thing as an infinitely large variable, and as a consequence, there has to be an end. And before anyone says, well, you can effectively use multiple variables to exceed the limit of a single variable, yes, but you will eventually reach a point where the maximum number of variables has been hit. So again, it's not infinite. You cannot have actual infinity represented within a system that has to have that is bounded with finite numbers. So again, coming back to what we were saying, for all intents and purposes, it could well be functionally infinite in that no human will ever, within their lifetime or many lifetimes, actually exceed or reach the end of the content available, of the coordinate system, etc., etc. But that is not the same as actually being infinite. It is an important distinction. Do not accept counterfeit infinity, chat. You're better than this. Leprechaun 1066 says, floating point errors would make the game break at large numbers. Yeah. To be fair, an actual infinity doesn't really exist. Infinity is an abstraction. Yes, it is. But the problem with that is that those who understand, and those who don't then say, oh, well, but it's actually infinite though, isn't it? And you can never really be sure whether they understand what they're putting claim to. Problem is, if you hand wave enough and don't course correct and don't, say, hey, while I'm using the word infinity, I'm using it not in its literal sense. Then you end up, several degrees of separation later with people actually thinking, oh, no, it's infinite because so-and-so said so. It's like, Precision of language is important. Right, anyway. Do I need... No, I need to get rid of these burners. Let me put them somewhere. Are we there yet? No. We will never be there. Ever. There will never be. Right. I will also drop off my pistol. Look. It may as well be infinite turns into infinite. Yeah, no, that's why I make the distinction and say it is functionally infinite, as in you're never going to reach the end. But it is finite. Right, so we want military science packs. That means construction of walls. I have allowed for about 4 of the science labs, and they require 2 walls every 10 seconds, and wall production is 1 wall every 0.5 seconds for 5 stone. That is absolutely fine then. So if we've got 4 that needs 2 every 10, then we're absolutely fine. We're absolutely fine. I could move wall production up, or rather add a little bit of excess just so that I've got some spare walls, and I'll collect it from here, and I think that probably is wise. So, did I set up wall production up here? I did. And gate production. I think I will actually keep that where it is. So at this point, I just need stone delivered. And then everything brought together. Yeah, should be fine then. We can have this on that line. And this, the actual stone walls on this one. Should I pop down 2 of them just for the sake of it? Yeah, sure, why not? Way overproduction, but it's fine. Yeah, no, that'll still work. Technically. And technically working is the best sort of working. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna load this up properly. Yep. And then over here is where we start placing these down. And like I said, we have budgeted for 4, so I will set up 4 of them. I will, however, add that there. There we go. And then we really will not need more than that kind of output capacity. We are not even going to get close to that. There we go. Alright, there we go. Military science. Bish, bash, bosh. Okay. Right, well, with that being done then, I can go ahead and add in a little bit more weapon shooting speed, physical damage protect, setup. Sure, let's do that. Explosions. We can set up the defender drone, but this is going to be far more useful to me, I'm going to be honest, because I just don't tend to go for the bots too much. Okay. Now, how are we doing for power? Should be plenty of power. Yeah, loads of spare power. All right, liking that. I really do need to get rid of more of this out of my inventory. Let's go and take care of that right now. Oh, control. There we go. There we go. Getting there, little by little. Kind of getting to a point now that I'm a little bit concerned about how much time we've got left on these deposits. Okay. Ooh, taking a little bit more damage down here. Let's fix that up. And check on the map. Okay. Got uranium all the way over there. 6.2 million iron ore there. Alright. 3.7 million stone. My God, the resources are expanding aggressively, aren't they? I'm not seeing any other... Oh, there's some copper. 373k over there. Actually, all right, then never mind. We're fine for... My goodness, the speed of that... Is this what default settings are like, chat? I usually play on like real world settings so that the resource density grows much more slowly, and also the resources are much more spread out. Your original Factorio tutorials are what led me to subscribe to you, Aavak. Thank you for introducing me to factory games. I will be joining you in the space age. Oh, I'm very glad to hear that, mate. I hope you enjoy the game as much as I'm enjoying it right now. Top right, you can search for all patches, can you? Oh, yeah. All right. That's actually pretty cool. That's very handy, actually. Exceedingly so. All right, I want a little light down here, though. This place is doing fine, but we need more, way more iron being produced. Or we need to increase the speed of the belts. And I'm thinking the speed of the belts is what we need. So it's time for me to reorient this. I'm just not sure I've got enough room for it. In fact, I'm absolutely certain I don't. I could move it further out and start, because this is a discrete block. Like, it only ever needs to be as big as 3x3 of these factories, with one gap in between each. So to that end, sure. Also, since these require... Oh, that one requires iron. I could just put the gears on this belt as well. Strictly speaking. Well, that does mean that some gears reach the end and have nowhere to go, which it kind of sucks. Like, I dislike the idea of just wasting those resources just at the end. It does work. Yeah, sure. Let's set that up. Let's pull all of this all the way back. So I'm going to want gears on this. This one's going to have to go up from here. Oh, probably not, actually. It's probably going to need to move in a slightly different way. But this one can break there. And branch over. Okay, so the way I would want these two to merge onto the line is a little bit... There's two ways you could do it. Either I could just do this and then take it from there, merges on the line. Or the other way is I can prep the line to be merged onto by doing this. At that point, though, I have to have that tile there. And it's much of a muchness which one you use. I don't actually think it makes any bit of difference, really. Good night, Duffelfish. You have a good one, mate. Here, Grubstill. Oh no, it didn't go eat my baby. What? Thank you very much for the 77 months, buddy. Right, so this gives me my gears and iron line. Now I just need to see if I can actually make this fit before I do too much more moving around of things. So I would need 1, 2, 3. That is luck and absolutely not judgment. So you want a break here. Running all the way. I guess that one could pull from there. So even that kind of works to out for us. How weird. Okay. Since I'm now pulling more things, I'm going to do this. That one definitely doesn't need it, though. These don't need it. There it goes. Drop those off. Actually, I need those. And we're going to drop these in. But I am going to only restrict it to 2 because now I'm going to be making blue out of it as well. And so at that point, it's going to start filling up a bit. I'm going to be converting it to the better version, I suppose you could put it another way. Right. So at this point, I'm going to want these. And these. Once again, going to want to pull the green circuits there. And here I'm going to want another break. And for now, don't need that. So we'll make red splitters, red belts, and the fast underground. Actually, at this point, I don't need the gears even. This is the thing. Ah! If I had gears... Oh no, that one does still need gears, never mind. As does that one. It doesn't need the iron is what it doesn't need. Actually, that kind of works out for me. That does work out for me. Okay. So we break this all the way down. Slurp her all up. Perfect. And then we do this. Yes. There. Clip that schlop sound. No, do not. Madness. Focus building factory. Slurp. Wait, what? Yes. Yes is what? Okay, I'm gonna need... damn it. Oh well. Tis what tis. Unless... no. Unless... No. Unless... Alright, fine. It hurts. It freezes. There we are. Better. There we go. Oh my lord. That is disgusting. And now I need one over there as well. No. This cannot be allowed. I need to move these. It hurts, but I must. Actually, that works. Perfect. Why am I out of power? Life is an unending trial. I guess just to prevent further issues, I'll do that. Right, I'm going to want a lot of these belts. Once again, only 2 of these. Once again, only 2 of those. In fact, I'm going to say only up to there. On all of these, actually. Yeah. Because I am probably now going to upgrade all of my belts and bits and bobs to the faster versions. I don't see much reason to make everything a tertiary power, like a blue belt. But once you've got access to the fast belts, the red belt, I really don't see much reason to be putting down yellows. Chat, you can correct me on that one though, if anyone has a particular reason why you think that using red belts over yellow belts, it shouldn't be done. I know in Captain of Industry, or at least on the difficulty I play on, the belts draw power, and they won't work if they don't have power. So there are reasons not to. Yeah. Belt weaving is the only reason that comes to mind. I don't tend to use belt weaving. I feel it's a bit cheesy. For the same reason I don't side load tunnels. Just because visually it looks wrong. And you know, it's very much a personal preference sort of thing on that. Again, it's sort of the same thing with oxygen not included and me not using like liquid blocks. It just feels like I'm not playing that game to have an easy time. I'm playing the game to be challenged, and abusing the kind of limits of the code to get super And now, bear in mind, before anyone feels like I'm calling them out, I really am not. Like, how anyone else plays is entirely up to them. Play the way you want to play. And it's not like I don't do some cheesy things. Like, I enjoy a good SPOM as much as the next man. And, you know, just casually breaking the laws of thermodynamics, that's fine. But certain things just don't feel right to me. I think my factory is crying. I started automating solar panels and now my belts are too empty for my tastes. That sounds to me like you need to build another mining outpost to add more things onto your belts. That definitely sounds like a need more problem. Oh my god. Like I right now need way more gears. Way more gears. We will double, in fact, triple the production of gears. It is the only way. They're waiting for resources, okay. So, faster inserters are the answer on that one. Faster unloading. I will, because with inserters they actually do have a power draw. It makes sense to me to use the least the lowest draw inserter for the job. For the time being, I'm gonna just have to accept that I need these belts for now. There we go. Whomp. But, for example, with Captain of Industry, I very meticulously work out what the throughput I need for something is, and then only use the belts that would give me that. Because doing it any other way is going to put an extra pull on my energy system, and it's a lot more involved to generate power in Captain of Industry. So you really don't want to use it if you don't need it. Go. That should hopefully fix the problem. Anything else I need to do? Although a recipe might help. Patience can also help. I've heard tell that patience helps. I wouldn't know. I'm not a very patient person myself, but better people than me have said that patience does in fact help. Green circuit bottom, green circuit board line is broken, is it? Oh yeah, you're quite right. Quite right. Thank you very much for catching that. Mike. Oh, that's going to melt some people's brains. How glorious. Who's Patience? And how can we get them to help? Well, first you have to deliver her snacks. It starts with the snacks.